Welcome back, everybody. This is our fifth and final segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris with Modified Independence, here with Heather Tritt with Geriatric Care Management.
Yes.
We are at the Universal headquarters on
Time.
Riverside Avenue. It just, every time I say it, the business gets bigger, right?
I like it.
So if you haven't seen the previous 4 segments, go back and check them out. Our 5th segment, the final segment, I always think about it this way, like the last segment should be about the future,
Okay.
right? So if I could introduce you to anybody,
Okay.
living, dead, fictional, non-fictional, from the past, from the future, anybody that you could possibly meet, who would it be and why?
That's hard.
Nobody's going to feel slighted because you left them out.
Oh no, I'm sure they will. Well, I mean, I guess first and foremost, I feel like it would probably be Jesus.
Okay.
I mean,
do you realize that you're only like the second person in all the times that I've been doing this it's actually said that? I
really?
think everybody just like assumes that everybody else is going to say that. It's hilarious.
Well,
I love watching the gears turn and then people are like, wait a second.
What? Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, now I feel very
it's not a bad
vanilla.
Thing. No, it's not. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. So we're gonna spice it up a little bit. So okay, all right. So are you going back to 0 AD and hanging out with Jesus and talking to him, or are you bringing Jesus forward to our times?
How much time do I get?
You have unlimited. He's not going to become your best friend in junior high school, and like you hang out together.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'm saying, like you get an afternoon or whatever.
An afternoon,
like,
okay.
Yeah, like a conjugal visit with Jesus. I shouldn't say that.
No. Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
Right, I got you. Just say an afternoon coffee.
An afternoon coffee. Right. Okay, there you go.
I think now.
Now. So you bring them forward.
Yeah.
Right.
Because everyone speculates what it's supposed to be like how we're supposed to live, or how, what that looks like in that space. Like everybody speculates. And they, I don't speculate, maybe that's not the right word to say, but everyone goes back to the Bible about like how, like how we're supposed to live. But I mean, if we just brought him here to this moment and this time, just get the answers yourself. There's
a lot of people that would freak out if they saw him because they'd be like, "It's the world's ending."
Yeah,
and they'd be like, "No, don't worry about it. It's Chris's question from YouTube. It's not a big deal, right?"
It's just Heather's afternoon.
Okay, so what's your first question you're gonna ask him?
Maybe why? I think I have a couple of like spaces that I would want maybe some real answers to. I mean, obviously, I feel like in the realm of a lot of things, like whether it's spiritual or whatever, like we're not meant to understand everything,
right? But
probably the why of a lot of things, like why are there bad things that happen? Like why? I mean, why do some people get to live to 100 and some people get to live to like 10?
Right.
I mean, those
Makes
types
sense.
of things,
Yeah.
right? Like, why? Then also, I think I would like more of like a blueprint, like, I don't know. We're not very kind to each other.
Yeah.
So, maybe that would be it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love asking this question. I never know the answer that I'm going to get. So to answer your question, Lucy actually said that she would want to meet the Lucy in another country that didn't have the ability to live the life that Lucy has lived, but still has the same children and the same situations and everything like that.
Okay.
Oh my God, I turned to a puddle sitting in the chair. I was like, oh my God, this is like, it was like the most introspective thing. Like, so I love, it's just amazing the way that people think about life and living and everything like that. So that's why I love asking the question, because I think you get a lot of insight into where somebody's head is.
Sure. Well, I think too, and that's the one thing like about what we do and who we see, right? You see a little bit of everybody in your job. You see, and I tell my children this on a regular basis and I feel like maybe this is something that people need to kind of, maybe that was like what I was saying about like a blueprint, like if it was going to be a conversation with Jesus, it is one of those things to me where we're not kind to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But also too, um, we think we've gotten somewhere, like maybe it's hard work, or maybe it was our parents' hard work, and we are deserving of something. But that's luck, man.
Yeah.
So you you know, there you are one bad decision away from a totally different
Oh
trajectory.
yeah.
And I think gratitude, like daily, hourly, I am so thankful, because Lucy's right. I mean, like, what would, and I always wonder too, would that person, would I, like, I see somebody pull themselves up by their bootstraps, like, like foster care was rough.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see these really amazing people come from it. And it's like, we want to pretend that that's what we would have done,
Mm-hmm.
or how we would have behaved with all of that horrific trauma. But I mean, I want to pretend that Heather would be really great, but I don't know that she would.
Yeah.
And so,
it's just crazy to see those. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So even further in the future, where are you in 5 years? Where's the business? Where are you? It sounds like both kids are old enough. They're going to be off to college. And
oh, okay, talk about crying. Oh
geez.
Don't do that.
No, you're supposed to be happy to be an empty nester.
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. They're going to continue to live with you forever. Never mind.
No, okay, no to that too.
Okay.
That is what a juxtaposition, right? But it is one of those things, like, where you're sad, but they have to fly away and be great. Anyways, but the sadness of, like, all of that is starting to hit me. But so what I would like, and what I always have wanted from the very beginning was like a space. And that's why I loved having the business here in this house, is that whether it was to give back to the community for support, like caregiver support meetings, Alzheimer's support groups, I wanted to do something. And so you're right. So the 5 years from now, the kids are gone. My evenings are a lot more free. And to be able to have that space, and to learn and to grow and to be a support, but then also to kind of what we had talked about earlier was doing more of the trustee space and gathering folks like yourself, that we go into a home and do, like, whether it's a 10-year plan, a 25-year plan, depending on their age, quality of life. There's some really, really amazing things out there for folks that have been injured.
Oh, yeah.
Whether, if they are in a wheelchair, a spinal cord injury, a traumatic brain injury, there's a lot of resources. Some require, obviously, large amounts of finance. But, it's taking that money and being a good steward and helping them helping them have a quality of life. And I think I've looked for businesses out there that kind of encompass all of it. And if necessary, we can do the guardianship piece, but we like people to be as independent as possible. And so, but to come around that and to put all these really great resources in a home, so that somebody can have the best quality of life, with their current situation. And so that's the future business that I would like.
That's awesome. And of course, growing Twilight Wish, right?
Yes.
Continuing to grow that. If you guys don't know, Twilight Wish Foundation is something that was put together by you and Missy and Angela and
Morgan,
right?
So Morgan and I are co-chapter directors.
Okay.
And then currently we, so we're just talking about it today, we've got so many folks that are so interested in, being on a board with us. And so I think we figure out they have to be called ambassadors. Right. But we're looking at, like, doing like an org chart and saying, okay, like, these are the resources, these are the folks that we have. And yeah, I mean, I think you said you're gonna.
So eventually, Morgan and I actually have the goal of our businesses being the primary sponsors.
I think that is a phenomenal. What year do you think?
Probably 2027. I think I'll be ready. Okay. Yeah.
I think I'll be ready in 2026.
I hope so.
I think so.
I hope so.
I think so.
if you guys don't know, they had an amazing casino night last Thursday at Grand Living at Tamaya. The other reason that I'm involved is because they were so gracious when they first started this chapter to be able to help us with a patient who needed a very highly specialized piece of equipment. They were in a tough situation. We were able to enrich the lives of multiple people in that family because of it. And it didn't benefit me, but it was good for my heart. And so for that reason, like, I am always indebted to you guys for what you did. And it was such a pleasure to have you guys come out to the house and meet the family.
Great. That was really great.
You know, and the ultimate benefactor of all of that was the family that was assisting this man. And you know, and of course, it's always just good to do good things for good people.
Yeah,
so
it fills your cup.
Until I give you guys back what you gave to this family, I am always indebted to you. So you know, I appreciate you.
You did. You were a great bartender.
No.
You did a great job.
I just tried to look the part and make a lot of people happy. I had a gentleman in a powered wheelchair that was verbally accosting me because I wasn't filling his cup up enough. I said, "Sir, you have Parkinson's. If I fill your cup up all the way, you're going to shake it all out." Bad joke. But he came back multiple times. And then the director came over and she goes, "That's our guy who's not supposed to be drinking wine." And I was like, "Oh boy, yeah, I contributed to the delinquency." But he had a good time. So
quality of play.
The entire event was just visually so stunning.
It was.
Everything was perfect. So if you don't know, go check out Twilight Wish of Northeast Florida.
Yes, we have Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And when I give you mine, I can give you all of theirs too. And we would love the support because we're small and we're just trying to get big.
Absolutely. And we're going to share all of that information if you guys want to support financially or whatever. That's what we're looking for. So I appreciate you. Thank you for having me to the world headquarters here in Riverside. And if you guys loved it, go check out all of the other videos. Like, follow, subscribe. Make sure you reach out to her if you have any questions about how she can help you if you have a situation in your home before it becomes one of those situations that DCF has to get involved.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. Y'all have a great evening. Take care. Be safe.
Thank you.